afternoon, it's Anne. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So on the weekend I was watching Heather from Ruby and Pearl and her video on ageing papers. So I followed along and I created my own papers of like deeds, like they used to do in the olden days. And so I created this one. So I'll just show you what I made here. So I've just got a little ticket here. So I've printed. So what I've done is I've printed the things out on both sides, and then I've just aged everything. There's a picture, and then I just added a little dried flower. And I think that turned out so sweet. I just love that. And I added a letter that I created and aged. And then these are just, and this is a paper clip that I've aged. And then these are just things that I've printed out from my piece of just a bit of wax paper, like so. Anyway, I think it just turned out gorgeous. I just love the idea of it. Let me fix this, it's annoying me, I've folded it wrong. There we go. So I just love the way this has turned out, it's really cute. Just pop this back on there. So yeah, this is really sweet. I love the idea of it. So I thought I would attempt to do one with you. So I created a little file that I am putting in my shop. So I've made some paper, strawberry, I'm calling it Strawberry Kisses. So it's strawberries on the front, and on the inside is something else to print on there. So that's front and back. And this is printed on cardstock, and that will be the main paper that I will be distressing and making to look old. And then I've got some of the other things I've got in here. I've just got like a menu, an old menu, front and back. Just an old Paris hotel invoice, front and back, that I'm going to cut out. So I'm just going to distress all these things. An old letter that I have got printed, so front and back, so I'll fix all them up and then fold that into a letter. And then I have like an old, so this is printed on cardstock. So it'll just be like an old postcard, a telegram, just a little calling card, a little matinee ticket, a couple of photos, and then this is the back of the sheet. So when I cut it out, it'll have all the bits and pieces, and then a song, a vintage song that I've printed out front and back. So I'm going to distress all these things. Some of the other things that you'll need if you're following along. Now you can do this on, oh I think I just cut my finger. No, a little bit of, this is Matt's really old little piece, but it's got stuck in my finger. You see it's all falling apart. I really need to buy a new one. So anyway, this is the kit, Strawberry Kisses kit. You can of course just follow along and just use some of your own things that you can print out and do the same thing with. Some of the other things you want, this is just some paper clips and some safety pins that I've aged. I just stuck them into a container. I put some paper towel in there, salt and vinegar solution in there, and then just left them in there for a day or so, and that aged them. You want a bone folder or something that you can use. You could also just use, if you don't have a bone folder, use an old gift card. Just helps to do the creases. You want some brads. I've just got some brads in this container. So, and it's got an old a paper clip, and I've just bent it so I can use that to make little holes. I'm using a tearing ruler, but you can just use a normal ruler, or you can just tear by hand if you don't have one. And I've just got a one of these for making holes. I can't figure what it's called. And you'll want, I've got some distress ink, and I've also got some alcohol ink for making let me just show you, on the image, I just got a little bit of tape. You know how to use tape to stick on and repair, so it just looks like a bit old tape. So I used the alcohol ink to age the sticky tape, and like here, see I've put some on there, and I've just aged it with, well, I've actually had a go on, here you can see I've had a go at, I think this one here is some of the alcohol ink, and also I've also used a bit of the Stays On. This one is Spice Chai, and same on this one here was a combination of, because I've got these are really old, so I think like this yellow is that looks a bit older than a normal yellow would look. So the colour that Heather used was caramel in the alcohol inks. So anyway, I don't have it, so I'm just using what I've got. So you can try, like I have done here, I've just stuck some tape on, used a variety of things on there just to try and make it look old. So have a go yourself and try with whatever you got, and try to age the sticky tape. So it's just clear sticky tape, and then I'm just going to age it. I think that's about all the stuff that we need. I think, yes. So anyway, just use what you have, and try to have a go and try it and see how you go. So anyway, I'm going to start with, I'm just going to, actually first off, this is what Heather was doing. She just, so all old things, the edges are really, so I'm just using my fingers and sort of smooshing around the edge. And of course the corners are always bent, aren't they? So I'm just sort of going around the edge. I'm using my fingers and my hands and just mushing the paper. Now the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to get scissors and I'm just going to distress the edge. So, yeah, I was going to do all these videos last week, and yeah, I've been really sick all week. Some sort of terrible, I don't even know what it was. I was having really bad, terrible tummy pain. But I didn't actually have any. I thought it maybe was gastro or something, but I didn't really have any of the other symptoms that you normally have with gastro. I just had really bad stomach pain and I had a really high fever. So I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, it was really awful. So feeling much better now, but yeah, it took me like the whole week to get over that. I'd say it's some sort of viral thing. Now what I want to do is I might just get in here and just make a few more. So with the creases, you really want to age those creases. I'm just and the other thing, I sort of want a little bit of creasing in the whole thing, so I might just sort of smush a little bit of a crease in the paper. Okay, so now what I might do is I might just put a little bit of distress ink, and you can use any ink that you have. On this one and also on the inside. Okay, so now just going to go around the outside and I'm just going to dab. So yes, just dab along here. Now I'm just going to get my bone tool and just sort of even it out a bit again. I don't really want to like a crumpled piece of paper, but I think that's looking pretty good. Now I might just do a little bit here, like so. I think that's looking quite good. that's looking quite good. And I think I'm going to fold it. I'm going to fold it there. And like so. I'm just going to get my bone folder and just really crease these. So I'm folding it both ways. Just to give it that real worn in kind of crease. And I'm going to put a bit of ink on those as well on both sides. So I'm not sort of, when I'm doing the ink, I'm not doing the whole thing, I'm just doing bits of it. I like that, it's turned out really good, I think. Alright, so that will be that'll be like the main, the outside of the thing, so I can put that outside. So I think what the next thing I'll do is I'm going to cut, well, tear out, actually, I'm going to use my ruler and tear all these out. And now I'm just going to get rid of all the a bit of coffee. I'm just going to tear this. So that's that one. I'm just checking that I've got all the white off. Okay, so that's those two ready to be done. And the letter, I should say. So I've printed the letter front and back, so it makes one whole letter. Let me tear, actually I might actually tear these. I'll put the papers together, and I've got, as you can see, the letter is smaller than that, so you can just tear it to the size that you want. I'm just going to tear it to the, kind of got like a size in here. Actually, let me just check. Yeah, I'm just going to tear them both at the same time. I might keep them, put it in my, put it in my, what do you call it, scraps because really good neutral kind of a colour paper to use for collage. And I'll just tear this top bit off. Okay, so that's the letter. So I've got 1, 2, 3 and 4, and that'll be the outside. We'll fold that because the old letters, they actually didn't have envelopes. They used to use the other side of the letter folded into an envelope for the whole thing. Now this is printed on some cardstock as well. Oh, this is the music paper. I'm going to leave that size as I printed it out, and I'm just going to distress the edges. Now this one here I'm going to cut with scissors because I might just grab my other scissors. A little bit longer. So I'm just going to cut out my postcard. And I've just printed this out on not super thick cardstock, just a little bit thicker than normal copy paper. Get rid of all this white. All right. This ticket I'm actually going to tear because the edges are supposed to, I can see on the original ticket that it's serrated, so I'm just going to tear that edge off just to give it that serrating look. My printer hasn't printed very well. No, and this one I'll cut straight. Alright, so that's ticket. And the telegram. Yeah, so feel free to print out on whatever paper you have, it doesn't really matter. Here's a telegram. Yeah. Yes, I sort of imagine this like to be the love letters from between these two. So this is that's the couple. And this is perhaps like her little collection of the memorabilia that she's collecting and keeping. So we got the letter, we got the music paper, the letter, and we got this is like a menu and a hotel receipt and a telegram, and we've got a postcard, a ticket, a little calling card, and a couple of their photos. I think that look really sweet as a little collection. Alright, so let's start distressing. So the photograph, same thing, we're going to do a little, I'm just going to cut a little bit more of this off. So like an old photo. Once again, we're just going to, I'm just getting my fingers and just bending and just to look like something that's been, you know, handled and we're just going to go just to age it and make it look old. And I think the other thing I will do, so I might just running there, I didn't put any ink on, I'm just running there just to give the back of it a little bit of an oldish. And I think what I'll do here, I'm just going to lightly run the scissors just to give it a bit more of a worn look on the fold there. And same as here. Now, I'm just going to do the same on this side. And I'm going to get some of this tape. So what I did with the, I'll just show you what I did on to make this piece of tape here. I'll just put a bit on, and I'll just use my finger just to smooth it out a bit. And then you want to let that dry for some time. So I've got a piece of tape here that I've done before. The other thing is I also put a bit of this stays on as well. Like so. So anyway, have a play around with it and see. I'm just going to cut a piece of this, and you want to let it dry for quite a while. I'm going to put a bit on. I'm going to put a bit on just there. And I might put a little piece on here. Like so. And I think that looks quite good. And the same for her photo. I think I will use the scissors. And I'm just going to use my nail to and I'll put a little bend in here. And I'm just going to just using the scissors just to wear that bend a little bit. And then I'm just using my fingers to smush that paper a bit. And I think I'm going to just and then I'm just going to I'm pressing quite hard. And I'm going to get a bit of this tape. And I think I'm just going to put a piece here, like so. I think that's turned out quite good, both of them. I think they look quite sweet. Alright, so this is the calling card. Just bend these corners a bit. And I'm thinking maybe, actually I'm just going to cut this, I didn't see that. The little edge is cut that white off. And I was thinking maybe I will I might join these two. It's like his little calling card. And what I'm going to do is, well, let me finish doing this one first. And we might pop this on here. And I'm just going to pop a hole here. Get one of these safety pins. I think that looks quite cute. Alright, so we'll keep that over there. And the matinee ticket. I'm just going to just distress the edge. Like so, and scrunched it up a little bit with my hand and just pop a little bit of to make it look religious, like it's been used. And the postcard, I'm thinking with the postcard I might actually put a little tear in it and then put a little tape on it. Just going to darken this edge. And I'm just going to scrunch a little bit. Like so, it gets a few creases in there. And I'm thinking I'm going to put a little tear in here. And we're going to do a little repair. Alright, I think that's not too bad. Might just do a little wear mark here. Same as on that one there, I might just do a little bit of a wear mark. And on the other side as well. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And a telegram. Telegram might actually bend. And we'll pop a bit of a little wear on there. I think that's pretty good. I'm wondering if I should might actually wear the edges a bit. Just need to put a little bit like so. Just covering any really white spots that I see. I think that looks quite good. Alright, the menu, and I might just tear this, I didn't do this edge here. Just tore that edge off. Alright, let me just going to go around and just press really hard with the little fold happening there, so I'll fold happening there. Alright, just going to smush the little bit of a tear happening there, so I'll just oh, I think that looks quite good. Happy with that. Okay, so now I'm just going to wear a little bit of that think that looks pretty good. Alright, the letter. So I'm thinking I will, I'll just do the same thing. I'm just going to go around the outside, add a bit of by pressing quite hard. You seem to be creating some natural looking folds. Even some tears. So adding a little more scrunching to the outside. And what I might do is I might put them together like they are. I'll do a few sort of folds where they might have been folded together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together and fold the letter so I get the fold lines. So I'm just folding along the fold lines of the original letter. Like so. Now, just using my nails just to crease, just to give a little bit of a more Just using my nails just to distress the edges. Alright. I'm just going to a little bit here and there. And these fold lines. I think that looks quite good. Just going to add a little bit on here. Okay, so now I think I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just going to refold it. And I'm just going to get my pretty happy with that. That's the letter. And now final piece is the music. This could have been like their favourite song. Oh, a little bit of a tear there, so I will grab a little bit of tape. Tape there. Do a bit of a I'm just going to do a bit of a stress on there. Yeah, so just have fun with it, stress it out. I mean, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if it doesn't turn out, you can always just print out another one and have another go. I'm just sort of scrunching like that. Oh look, I did a really good job of distressing that, didn't I? Let's pop some more tape on. Really wore it out, literally. I'm just getting into that. All right. And I'm wondering I might just tear with the ruler one side. Might just tear this bit off here. Oh, I'm quite happy with that. Alright, so I'm thinking I want it, do I want it that way or that way? No, I'll put it that way, I think. I might actually just tear a little bit of this edge off as well, just to make it a little bit smaller than the original paper, than the cover paper. I'm just going to I want it like that. Like so. And better put a bit of in there as well, a bit of wet paper. So I'm going to do that. Just going to tear this off a little nicer. Yep. Let me see. Sorry. About there. And I'm just going to tear the bottom off as well. So you could use tracing paper too if you wanted to. So I'll put that there. And I think these ones, I might put the telegram up there as well. And then these ones can be like so, and then the letter. Alright, so I think I'm going to okay, I'm going to grab a couple of brads. So let me see, I had some got some were like diamantes on them. I might use those ones. So I'm just sort of lining up a little bit. Okay, that's one. And I might just have a look on this side so I can get it sort of even. Doesn't have to be perfect. So about there, I think. No, I've got it crooked. Bugger. Alright, when you do yours, don't get it all crooked like I did. I wonder if I can take... Alright, I'm going to take them out and fix it. But that's annoying me. What I might do is I might pop them on there like so. Now, to not get it crooked this time, I'll just leave that one off, and I'm going to just go through these holes. Okay. All right. Oh, I didn't put the telegram in. So I think the telegram will be fine with the holes that are already made. Hello baby, what are you up to? Okay, that's better. That makes me more happy. Okay, so now I'm just going to bend this. Like so. And these ones, I'm going to get a paper clip. And I do have I wonder if I should put her in there. I might actually put her picture just in there. Those here. And I'm thinking I might pop her there. Where's it? There. I'll pop her on there through that. I'm just going to open that again, and I'm just going to pop a bit of a hole right there. And Alright, I'm just going to go and get some I'll just be back in a tick. Alright, I grabbed some flowers out of the garden earlier. They're not dried, but oh well. I'm thinking I want this one. So, just got some of this paper. I just printed it out on just on normal copy paper. So I'm thinking I'm just going to tear some of this off. And I'm just going to turn it all the way around. Just going to turn it all the way around so it's all got torn edge look to it. Yep. And I'm going to pop that on there. And I just went and got some ribbon. And I could use a bit of this tape. To stick it down. And I'm just going to put I'm wondering if I should might pop that in there as well. Like so. Okay. And I might just pop a little bit of tape on there. Like so, just to hold it. So we got a little, like he gave her some flowers. And that can sit in there. Like so. And then I'm thinking, what do I want to close it with? I think maybe one of these big ribbons here. Maybe I want the red. Just a second. Okay, just got my ribbons out. I might just thinking maybe kind of want that pink or maybe even green. I mean, I want sort of like a darkish. Or maybe the green. That looks quite nice. Let me have a look at this one. Don't think it really matters. Yeah, I think I like that. Sorry. So maybe I will just do like that, I think. And that way I can just slip it on and off. And I'm thinking here, I might actually see if I've got some really small red ribbon. I've got that one. That might be alright. And I'm thinking I might tie that on here. Now, what did you just do like that? Probably didn't cut it long enough to do a little bow. Let's see if I can do a bow. Might not have cut it long enough to do a bow. Let me try. No, I don't think a bow's going to work. I'm just going to put it like that. Like so. So, I'm really happy with how that turned out. It's a like sweet little, be lovely to put into a journal. A little memento. So, put that like so. And the ribbon. So, there it is. I think that's turned out really cute. I really love it. So anyway, I hope you have fun making your own little cachet of aged papers. I think it turned out really gorgeous. I'm very happy with it. I might just play around with this bow, get it a little nicer. I'm actually wondering if I should put a brad or something in there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a lovely day and have fun creating. Bye bye.